If you searched MSI Utility expecting something from MSI, the motherboard company, this isn't that. MSI here stands for Message Signaled Interrupts, and MSI Utility V3 is a free tool that changes how your GPU and network card talk to your CPU. Done right, it can smooth out random FPS dips and cut input lag caused by interrupt conflicts, the same kind of stutter you'd chase with an interrupt affinity tool, but with a cleaner interface and better device detection. If you've already got a stutter-free setup from one of my other interrupt videos, you don't need this too. This is an alternative, not an add-on. But if you're still getting random micro-stutters that show up even when your frame rate looks fine on the counter, or input lag that feels worse than your ping number should explain, this is worth 10 minutes of testing. Here's exactly how to set it up, step by step. Every piece of hardware in your PC, your GPU, network card, storage controller, needs to interrupt your CPU to say, "Hey, I need attention." By default, a lot of hardware still uses old-style line-based interrupts, which can get shared between multiple devices. When that happens, one noisy device can delay another, and that delay shows up as stutter or input lag in games. MSI mode, Message Signaled Interrupts, gives each device its own dedicated interrupt line instead of sharing. Windows has supported this for years, but a lot of drivers don't enable it by default. That's the gap this tool fills. Once MSI mode is on and priority is set correctly, your GPU and NIC interrupts get handled faster and more consistently, which is what actually reduces those random frame time spikes. I'll flag this clearly. This won't fix every stutter. If your bottleneck is thermal throttling or a CPU that's just maxed out, this isn't your fix. This is specifically for interrupt-related micro-stutter and input lag, and it's honestly a mixed bag. The community that's tracked this exact tweak for over a decade reports real wins on some rigs and zero measurable difference on others, depending on chipset, drivers, and whether your GPU or NIC even share an interrupt with anything else. This is a worth 10 minutes to test fix, not a guaranteed one. Tools like this get impersonated constantly. Fake MSI utility downloads bundled with adware are common because the name confusion with the actual MSI brand makes it an easy target. Get it from the Guru 3D forums thread, Windows, line-based versus message-signaled-based interrupts, MSI tool. This is the original long-running community thread where the tool has been maintained and discussed for over a decade, moderated by MBK1969, same author behind Power Settings Explorer, covered in another video on this channel. Do not download from random driver update sites or torrent listings claiming to be MSI Utility. Here, you get the tool from its actual source community with an established track record instead of a random re-upload.
This is the step people get stuck on. The tool lists every PCI/PCIe device on your system, and if you enable MSI mode on the wrong device, you're not fixing anything. Open the tool and look for your GPU under its actual model name. Your network card will be listed separately. If you're not sure which is which, cross-check against Device Manager side by side. Open Device Manager, find the exact model name of your GPU and network adapter there first, then match those same names in the tool's list. If you've got both onboard and a USB or PCIe Wi-Fi adapter, make sure you're picking the one you actually use for gaming traffic, not the disabled or unused one. You're now targeting the two devices most likely to actually cause gaming-related interrupt stutter, GPU and NIC, instead of guessing, and you've ruled out the easy mistake of tweaking the wrong network adapter.
This is the actual fix. Enabling MSI mode moves the device off shared line-based interrupts. Setting a higher priority tells Windows to service that device's interrupts before lower priority ones. Select your GPU, toggle MSI mode on, and set its interrupt priority to undefined. Do the same for your NIC if you're also chasing input lag or network-related stutter, not just visual stutter. If you're only dealing with visual stutter and your network feels fine,
You can leave the NIC alone and just adjust the GPU. No need to touch every device in the list just because you can. Apply the changes. This tool handles the registry changes for you, so you don't need to touch the registry manually, which also means there's less room to break something by editing the wrong key. Your two highest impact devices for gaming performance are now on dedicated, prioritized interrupts. A restart is required for changes to take effect. Don't judge results before rebooting.
Don't just trust that it worked, see it. An abstract latency number doesn't tell you anything if you don't know how to read it. A frame time graph does. Open RTSS via MSI Afterburner or CapFrameX. Load up your usual game and watch the frame time line. Play a stretch before applying the changes and note how spiky or flat the line is. Reboot, apply the MSI Utility V3 changes, and play the same stretch again. You're looking for a flatter, more consistent line, fewer sharp spikes, not necessarily a higher average FPS number. You get direct visual proof in your own game on your own hardware instead of taking my word for it. If the line looks basically the same before and after, this tool isn't your bottleneck, and that's useful information too. Not every setup has interrupt-related stutter.
Let's run through it. Understand what MSI mode does, dedicated interrupts instead of shared ones, download only from the official GitHub source, correctly identify your GPU and NIC in the device list, enable MSI mode and set priority, then restart, verify with a frame time graph. Flatter is the win, not just a bigger FPS number. So that's MSI Utility V3, start to finish. And to be clear about where this leaves you, if you tested it and your frame time graph flattened out, keep it running. It's doing real work. If it looked basically the same before and after, that's not a wasted 10 minutes. It just tells you your stutter is coming from somewhere else, and you can rule this out and move on to the next thing instead of wondering about it. If you're still chasing stutter after this, I've got other videos on this channel covering different angles: core parking, background process cleanup, power plan settings. The fix is different depending on what's actually causing it, and there's no single tool that solves everything for everyone. That's honestly the biggest thing I want you to take from this channel. Test, measure, keep what works, drop what doesn't. If this helped smooth things out, a subscribe helps the channel a lot. It lets me keep testing tools like this so you don't have to dig through decade-old forum threads yourself. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.